All right, hi, this is Etiquette, and welcome to, I guess this is part 5 of our playthrough of Around the Great Lakes. And I don't know how we're going to do. We're growing way too fast, way too fast. I can't slow it down, and to slow it down would be too much work. We're not going to have enough of the bigger cities. This task right here. We've got 3 right now. I think it's probably Grand Rapids and Ottawa. Grand Rapids is at 90, Ottawa is at 75, and I think Duluth is at 75, 80. Okay. But we're not going to hit, there's no way we're going to get any more. Toledo is only at 69. It might make it, but I doubt it. And there's nothing else even close. Sault Ste. Marie is hooked up to 2 small cities for it to grow. So I'd have to come up with a different model to really make this work. I think lesson learned for me is that 900,000 is not that hard. The thing you got to do is make sure you get your 6 cities, and I would probably focus on 2-3 city clusters and really grow the crap out of them, and then add the rest on as you see fit. You know, have some growth. Like this thing up here, you kind of need this to get these going. But I just did way too much. It did too good a job. Even in a way, I'm sorry, it was a backhanded compliment, sort of. But like here, I got Syracuse and Buffalo are declining, which is useful, and Cleveland's declining, which is useful. And you can see I haven't even picked them up to grow. If I had them up set up to grow, we would already be done. And that would be another way to play it, is just go ahead and grow them all really, really fast and understand you're not going to get this one. So we'll see. Let's just let it run and see what happens. It shouldn't be too bad a score because it's, you know, we seem to be quite early in the process. But basically I did 2 things that were interesting. Well, one is I used the one train, one city on each of the clusters, here and here and here and here. I kind of London's in kind of both of them in a way, and here. And then I also added Thunder Bay into the deal. Oh, Thunder Bay has grown now and could do something for us. I don't know what we'd want to do with it. Anything doesn't matter. Something we're not making. We can get to. I don't know. Put a dairy there and run a line from here to here. Anyway, what I've done is I have started using some warehouses, but they are kind of very, like here in Rochester, there's a warehouse, but it takes the next level of raw materials, the milk, the veggies, and the fruit, because it turns out the easiest way to get it into here, into this system. Your first one's the easy, you got to connect them all anyway, so the one train, one city works great for the initial set of raw materials, but then that warehouse works really well for the second set, because then you can just run, you know, lines into that one city after you've got it all set up, rather than, you know, the other way, of course, would be don't have the warehouse and do a second set of one train. You could think of it as the second train for the first city, and it would get the fruit and the milk and the veggies, but they come online at different times, so that's kind of clumsy. But having the warehouse and having them set up to run full into that seems to work pretty well, and then your city to city lines distribute that stuff out. So that worked okay. Chicago was it took forever to get Chicago to grow. Something about the way I did the raw lines, but I mean, it's fine now. But you can see we're getting growth everywhere. We've got cloth here. We could do, what would we want to do here? We could do anything. It doesn't matter. We're kind of done. Alcohol in Toronto would be fine. And I've already got grain going there directly. We might add a line of sugar to make sure it's getting plenty of sugar. And if you don't run it full, then you don't even have to do anything with it. So more packages, more money. The money is really this one was not about making money, and you can see the mail he's getting because of these bonuses. And I never did optimize it because it didn't matter. This one's city. It was all city growing. I feel like in some ways we're playing Railway Empire rather than Railway Empire 2. And where are we? We're at 868, and we've only got 3 cities, and I don't see much chance of getting more. Here we'll get a 4th one with Toronto or Toledo, and we could. I don't know. Is there some push we could do? 60. See, it's hard to keep them at 100% because it's so hard to keep all these products flowing everywhere. Planks to London. Let's go planks. Bump that up. The other thing I've done is if I add add planks to Grand Rapids, then I would go add a train. Didn't have to run full, but add a train directly just like this, lumber to the sawmill. And then if you got one like alcohol over here, I've got a line that runs kind of go get some fruit, go get some sugar directly to Toledo. So Toledo's almost there. We're going to finish way too soon though. Doggone it. Oh well. Let's see how we did. So I hate starting to run these run-fulls because you start getting all these, maintenance, Minneapolis, Des Moines. You start getting all the X's, which get old after a while. Let's replace that train. Minneapolis, Des Moines. Replace that train. Yeah, shoot, we're almost done. And you don't get any bonuses for getting 4 out of 6 or whatever.
Network shines because of its route length, but also for its quality. Hundreds of thousands of citizens in the cities around the Great Lakes rely on us. Congratulations, you've made it. Now nothing stands in the way of greatly increasing our value in the stock market. Shareholders will be clamoring to buy our shares.
All right, let's see how we did. 720,000. I guess that's decent. And time bonus is 271, which is pretty good. If we could have done that with the 18,000 more here, would have been put us up around 735 or so, which would have been better, of course. 1.7 years, that's pretty quick. And let's see how we did. Old Wolfgang, he's there. Prometheus, these 3 are there all the time. There go Michael. Michael, look at Steely Door. Way to go, Steely. Look at these guys. Well done, guys. Let's see how we're doing here. Steely Door. I'm 22nd. Matt beat me. Steelador beat me. Well, way to go, guys. There's Johnny Hughes. Gardit, Shar, Magistan, and Geezer. Well done, fellas. Way to go. That's pretty good. 22nd. What does that mean? That's really, though, that's only, let's see, 8, 16. That's 97th percentile. It's good, but it's not amazing. Okay, but well done. Steelador, Matt, Michael, very, very nicely done. And all you guys, everybody up here, you guys, it's tremendous playing up there these guys are doing. So I enjoyed that one. That was so far not I wouldn't call it my favorite scenario, but it's good. It's a good one. It's a city growth. Again, I felt like I was playing my old Railway Empire. Automatic lines and freight lines, and not so much passenger mail, and a bit of a traffic jam right in here. That's the other thing I did. I just made all the stations pretty much all the city stations that were doing the growth into, these large super stations. Remember from the old Railway Empire days, 4 platform auto signal stations, and they can handle tons of volume. So really didn't have much trouble, and I never did bother. Really should have put a bypass around this. I started adding some extra trains. That's why you're seeing a lot of traffic right in here, which is sitting still right now. So that hurt us, I'm sure. So for me, I need to improve. I need to get better at just doing bypasses, because I tend to get lazy on that and not do them, and then eventually you keep piling stuff in until eventually it's going to be a problem. Okay, so that's a takeaway for me to get better, is to get more bypasses. And the other one is that specific to this one is I would really, from the beginning, I would work on getting 2-3 city clusters that were really strong, and just grow until I just felt like I had those under control, and then add extra growth somewhere. Like here, I think if I were doing this again, I would do this 3-city cluster and Chicago, Madison, Duluth, and just make those 2 work. Just do everything, pile everything on there to make those grow, so that you got your bigger cities out of it. And then when you felt like you were comfortable that you had those under control, then throw in this one, which would grow very quickly and give you good growth, and keep feeding this one, and then set up whatever else you had to do to get the job done. But anyway, that again, another fun scenario. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you picked up something from that. It'll help you, and hope you'll join us next time. All right, so I remembered something that Steve wrote. I remembered it as from Railway Empire Original as well, that you could go in after you're done and finish the optional tasks and try to improve your score. So I said, okay, fine, let's go in and finish them. Right now, we've got Sault Ste. Marie is up to 74,000. I mean, it's just on the verge of hitting our 75. And it's doing it pretty well, considering that it doesn't have, there's a lot of things it can't get, the manufactured stuff, because its little partners here are, that's just it. They're too little. And they're not contributing anything other than the cloth and the beer. Here we're about to get, White River will be big enough to put something else in. We do have cheese coming over, I think, from Thunder Bay. Yeah, it's on its way. So we got Sault Ste. Marie on the border, and there you go. There, London just finished, and there it is. We just hit 75,000. So let's see. 6 cities was 75,000. Now you notice it didn't give us any message, because I think it's through with us, right? We've finished. It washes its hands of us. But let's go see what that means to our ranking. Okay, we changed to 732,057, and our points for completed tasks went up from 282,352 to 300,000. So we gained almost 18,000 points for completing all those tasks. But our time bonus went down. It was at 271,535. So we lost like 8,000 there. So that 10,000 gives us about roughly the 12,000 difference in score we had. We finished at 1.9 years. And let's see where that puts us. Well, we still got Michael and Steelydor there, of course. And I guess the one thing that matters, it bumped us ahead of Matt. So that's a good thing. And you can see, we still got several guys who did well, but now we're up to from 15 to 12 or something like that. I don't know. And let's see, 8, 16. That puts us in the 98th percentile, so that's better. We moved up a whole percentile by making that move, so that was good. And it does tell you can finish off the optionals afterwards. It also tells us that the time does matter, and if you're going to need forever to finish them, then you're going to end up running down your time bonus so low that it won't help any. But if you're close, finishing off the optional task does help you. So there we go. So let's go back and see, what did we learn out of this? Well, that's a good question. This one was totally different because really didn't press the money, really didn't worry about passengers and mail. I think the big thing is get 2-3 city clusters and get them growing, really push them hard, and grow cities, grow cities, grow cities. And really it's play it like all of them. Get yourself an engine, and then use that engine to get yourself city growth. Expand and grow, meaning get out to more and more cities, and when you get to a city, grow it, right? Put in new industries, like we've got a great shot at a new industry up here and all that stuff. And which 6 are actually our 75? Okay, Sault Ste. Marie, which I didn't think would make it because it's got small partners, but it kept growing. And London would have been the last one to click over. And then we had Grand Rapids at 91 and Toledo at 91. And should be Duluth out here at 91 with a business opportunity. And 1, 2, 3. So London did too. Oh, Ottawa, yeah. So it would have been Ottawa, Sault Ste. Marie, London, Grand Rapids, and Toledo, our original 3, plus 2 up in Canada and Duluth. That would have been our 6. Well, that's about it. There's nothing else to say. I enjoyed it. At the risk of repeating myself, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you learned something from it that'll help your play. And I hope you'll join us next time. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it'll help you become a better player. I hope you'll like, comment, and subscribe, and join us for our next Railway Empire 2 video. Thank you.